Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube video, and in this video I'm gonna show you how to migrate your Pterodactyl panel from one machine to another. So we are gonna use the same domain and a different machine to migrate your panel. So we are doing it on a single machine, and so that you get a good idea about it, how to do it. Okay, if you are just migrating a wing, you don't need it. Just because we are migrating the panel, then you need it, because if you do it for your wing, you can directly download the backup and upload it to a different machine. So it's pretty easy like that. You don't have to do all the other headaches. Okay, but if you are transferring the whole panel with the users, the eggs and all, then you might have to do everything, okay, on yourself. So we are going to do that first. So the things required is the documentation of Pterodactyl, because we are going to be installing everything from the scratch. So yeah, and your domain management services like Cloudflare, I'm using Cloudflare, and your servers. So I'm using is ZAP Hosting. I'm gonna use their server for the secondary server. As you can see, I have bought two servers. And if you don't know how to install on ZAP Hosting, I have a guide on how to install, so you can use that guide. Okay, and it will be very helpful for you if you follow that guide. And please do not skip this video by any parts, because if you even miss one part, you will be lost. So yeah, so first thing first, we need to back up from the old panel. So what we'll do is go to the documentation. Okay, this is the official documentation from the developers of Pterodactyl. Okay, so yeah, we need to go to this part, or this path. We need to go to this path. Okay, so I'm gonna go there. Okay, I'm gonna just bring it down here. So it's var ww and pterodactyl. Okay, and you will see it over here in .env. Okay, you will not see this file if you have not enabled the hidden files in this file explorer or FTP client. You need to enable the hidden files option, so you'll get it on Google. You can just search it. Okay, so that's done. We need to back up this file. So this is my local space, so this is YT download. So I'm just going to drag this file over here and it will be downloaded. So it's here, and we need one more thing over here. So we'll just copy this path for the database to get copied. Okay, so just keep in mind, whenever you're creating a new database, you need to have the same credentials of the old database, like the same way which you have created. So I'm just gonna post it over here, sorry, here in my machine one. So what I'm doing is I'm using this machine as the host now, and this is the second machine, so everything is hosted over here. So as you can see, okay, this is my server over here. Okay, it started, I just restarted it, and this is the IP of that machine. As you can see, so it's 40. You can see it in here, it's 40, and we are going to migrate it to this machine. So we are just taking backups now, okay, just to be on the safe side. So we'll take the backup. Okay, so we need to paste that command which we need to copy over here from here. Let me just get it. This is the command. Okay, we need to paste it over there. So I'm gonna copy it and paste it here in the machine one. This is machine one and this is machine two. So the password is just enter. Okay, and the backup should be created. So as you can see here, there should be a backup over here. Okay, so this is the backup. So panel.sql. So we need to just paste it over here. Okay, and if you have forgotten your old credentials, nothing to worry about. You can just open the env file. Okay, and you'll get the credentials of the old database. Here it is. So this is my password and this is my old database credentials. So the database name is panel and username also is Pterodactyl, and this is a random password which I had given. So I'm gonna just create it again with this same password. Okay, you can change this password if you want. Okay, but for this video purposes I'm doing this. If you know what you're doing, you are all set to go by yourself. If you don't know, just follow this guide. So I'm just gonna keep this aside now. I'll keep it over here only. I'll just close it. We don't need that file for now. So we'll come back to the documentation. Okay, so it's telling us to do the installation now, okay, of the panel. So I'll do the installation. I'm not going to show you everything in detail. Okay, I'll just go fast. If you want to watch the detailed video on how to install it, I have several videos, and especially on ZAP Hosting also I have done a dedicated video. Okay, and more videos are going to be coming out soon. So if you want to buy this server, okay, you can use my coupon work for coconut. Okay, it will be displaying on the like screen now, and you can cash out from that. You'll get a 20% off on any orders, and there will be a link in the description. You can use that. So yeah, we are now ready to do the installation. So Pterodactyl installation page, here we go. Get started. OS should be 20.04 or nothing lower than that. Okay, or you can go higher, not lower than this. So now we are going to install the panel on this server. Okay, it's ZAP2. So we go back to ZAP2. Okay, and here's ZAP2. Okay, so we are gonna start the installation. So let's go here and getting started. Yes, and you need to install this on 20.04 or higher version. You can't take any version which is lower than this. So that's why we have a video on it, like how to upgrade and all those kind of videos we have on our channel. So you can check those videos out too. And if you want to buy a server from ZAP Hosting, you can use my discount coupon, which is work for coconut. It will be displayed on the screen now. Okay, and you'll get a 20% off on your order. And also a quick reminder, you can support the channel by using the link down in the description. So thank you very much, and we are gonna go back to the installation. So we need to install all the dependencies over here. So let's dive into it. We are doing it in ZAP2. Okay, this can take time on the factors of like internet, storage, and those kind of stuff, but don't worry, eventually you'll be finished. So copy, waiting for this to get installed. Done. Okay, that's done. Now copy this, MariaDB, update all repository list. Okay, and installing all the dependencies. That's done. Composer, let's install the composer. So we'll run the composer command. So now we are going to create and go into that path, this path. That's done. And now we're gonna download the files. Okay, we need to enter this command, download the files, unzip them when they're done. So we are done unzipping, and now we are gonna give the folder permissions. So now we are gonna set up the database. Okay, so I'm just gonna use the same credentials over here. Okay, only the thing is the password will be changed to my old password. So my old password is saved over here. So I'm just gonna copy that password really quick. Copy, because it has to take the same password details. Okay, so that's why we need to keep the credentials same. So we are gonna copy this password and just put it in there, and then we'll copy that whole line. Sorry, copy. Let's just check for the spaces if you are, oh my god. Copy and then paste it in the command prompt. Okay, it's a query is okay. That's good. That's good news. We go back to the documentation, create panel. Okay, and do that. Okay, and exit. That's done. Okay, so now we are gonna skip this step because we already have this file, so we don't have to do this again. Okay, so we'll just drag this file from our old machine to the new machine. Here you go. This is the new machine. I'm gonna just refresh it over here. Okay, so this is machine number 2. Okay, so we are gonna go in var www. Okay, we have not installed a web server yet, so there might be some files missing, so don't worry. Okay, so we'll drag both the files over here. Don't drag it into a folder or something, because that will create issues, so keep in mind that. And you can see here the file is already over here in our ZAP2 machine. Okay, so as you can see, all the credentials are in here. So what we'll do is now we'll change the IP address in our domain also. Okay, so we'll go back to ZAP Hosting, copy this IP address and put it in our cloud player. Okay, so copy, save, because this will take some time. By the time we do all the setup, this will get updated. Okay, so that's done. Okay, and you can check it whenever you want to. DNS checker. Okay, there's a website called DNS checker, so you can check it out there. So it's panel.coconutplace.com and it's already updated. As you can see, it is the second IP. Okay, the 23.4 see, so that's done. It's already updated. That was fast. And now we go back to our installation. So we need to run this command so that it installs everything. Okay, you need to install this command. So we'll run that, and we are gonna run this commands later on. Now it's getting all the needed files. See, now it's running. So we have already done this process, so it will autofill. You just have to check it, so you know if anything is wrong over there. So enter, everything is good. Enter, enter. Yes, we need the editor. Yes, yes. Localhost, enter. Yeah, that's all good. So you can run this command also just to check if everything is good. Yes, enter. Do you want to change the thing? We don't want to change, so we'll do it as no. So everything is good. So I just wanted to check if this is there. So yeah, everything is there, then it's good. If this thing doesn't show up, okay, for you, it shows something else up, then something is wrong with your database, unless you have changed the name. Okay, so we are gonna do this command now. Okay, and make a user. We already have a user, so we don't have to make another user. If you need a user to be added, then I'll make one, no issues, but now I'm not going to use it. I'm going to use this commands only for now. So paste for the path permissions, and we have to make the cron tab. So it's not there in this machine, so you need to make it again. So there are some parts which can be repeated and which can't be repeated, so that's why you need to watch the video properly. So paste, Control O, enter, Control X. Okay, that's done. And now we need to make this file. So nano, I can't see my keyboard, so let me just take the keyboard away. Copy this, paste, enter, and we need to paste this file in our newly created file. So copy and paste, Control O, enter, Control X. Come back to the documentation. We need to run these commands to do their work. Copy and then paste. Okay, that's done. Okay, now we are going to go to web server. About the SSL, we are going to create a new SSL, okay, for our domain, so keep in mind that. So we are going to make this folder, okay, and then we are going to this path over here. Okay, so it's nano again, nano, the slash, and this config name. Copy, paste, enter. Okay, So now we need to add this file. We need to be in engines with SSL because we are doing with SSL only. So copy this file, copy, paste in notepad as always, and we are going to give our domain name. So this is our domain name, panel.coconutplace.link. So I'm just going to paste it over there in one area and then paste it again and again. So panel, just check if your spellings are right. If your spellings are wrong, then it can create an issue. So we need to replace it over here, and we need to replace it over here. So total there are 4 places you need to replace it. So copy, Control A, Control C, and come back to your Linux machine and paste it over here. Control O, enter Control X. Okay, that's done. And now we come back to our documentation. So now before we restart Nginx, we need to give it SSL certificate. Okay, so we are gonna give the SSL certificate before we restart Nginx. So we'll go to the other documentation area and we'll copy this commands. Okay, install SentryBot, install this Nginx SentryBot Python 3, paste the last command, and then we come back to here, and now we need to enter our domain again. So I'm just gonna paste it over here, my old domain. Here it is, panel.coconutplace.com. okay, this panel will not load because we have changed the IP over here. So we'll open that and copy and then press enter over here. We need to provide an email, so I'm gonna provide one, coconut please .link. That's done. Enter A and Y. You need to have all the ports open on your machine, okay, otherwise this is not gonna work. So as you can see, we have already given our SSL. It's saying congratulations. If your SSL fails, okay, you need to try again and check if your ports are open. So that's done. We'll give our panel the wing also, the SSL certificate which we had put over here. So as you can see, the wing, okay, the domain is wing for me only. So I'm just going to give it a SSL certificate from here only, so we don't have to do it again for the wing. Give it a SSL certificate. As you can see, it's having a SSL certificate. Okay, if you're using an external certificate, you can use those certificate also, like the Cloudflare it provides, but I'm not going to show this in this video because it will become a long video. So yeah, if you know what you're doing, you can go ahead with that method. So we have done. So now we need to restart our Nginx by running these last 2 commands. So let's restart. So we have run the Nginx command and we are not getting any errors, so we can now continue. So it should open, but half of it will not open. So it's link, not XYZ. See, it's asking for login. This is a good sign. Okay, it has an SSL certificate also. This is also good. Let me check for the password. So it's not allowing me to go into the panel because we did not put one more command. So we need to get our database in this server. So to do that, we need to run this command in our database, okay, area. So in ZAP2, we need to run this command, enter. Okay, we have done all the requirements. So now it should allow me to go into the panel. So just refresh the panel. Okay, As you can see, I'm already logged in now. Okay, it just needed a refresh and everything is back to normal. So we already have our database, and wings are not connected yet. Okay, we need to connect the wings. So as you can see, it's red because we have not installed the wing. So we'll do is install the wing now. Okay, so wing installation. So now we'll take a backup of the wing. So now we need to go back to our FTP client. So we go back to the machine one. Okay, machine one is selected. We go back to var and let's see the documentation. Okay, notice. So come back, minimize. So here's the path. No, not this one. So here's the path. So we need to go. So we need to go in our lib. Okay, if you don't see pterodactyl, just refresh this. Okay, sometime it doesn't show. So go P, press P, and then go to pterodactyl, and then you'll see volumes. Okay, so just copy this path. Sorry. So we need to copy this and come back to our machine. And so we need to paste it over here and then do cd. Okay, we are in that location. Now we do ls just to see if it's there, and as you can see, the volumes folder is there. So now we need to zip that folder. So in order to zip that folder, as it shows here, okay, so what is this containing? This is containing all the servers. I'll just show you. So this is one of the server which I have, the paper server, which was hosted in it. So I'm just going to take a backup of that server. So I'm taking a whole backup of this folder. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to run a command. Okay, so it's zip -r. So I'm just going to paste it, zip -r, and the file name, so I'll just put it as wing. Okay, and space your directory name, which is volume. So volumes s in the end, and it's now zipping it for us. So we have zipped it. Okay, as you can see over here, it will show us here. Okay, it's zipped. So now we are gonna take it and paste it in our downloads folder. So it can take time according to your server downloads. Like my server is little bit smaller because I have not created anything on the Minecraft server. So yeah, it will take time on yours to download if the servers are big. So we have successfully downloaded all the files, as you can see. We'll just refresh. Okay, we come back to our machine 2, which is the machine, and we go back to lib. Okay, because we did not install pterodactyl, it's not showing us pterodactyl here, so we need to install the wing now. Okay, there's nothing to worry about, everything is very self-explained, and I'm gonna explain you in more detail. So we are going back to our documentation, handy dandy documentation. So this is the installation. So we need to run this command to install the Docker on this new machine. So switch to your new machine. Don't forget to switch machines because I constantly forget, so you don't. Okay, I'm just reminding you again and again not to forget, because if you run the commands in the wrong machine, then it will be an issue for you. And the Docker is booted successfully. Okay, now we are not going to enable swap. If you want, you can enable swap, but we are not doing this in our video. There will be a dedicated video on how to enable swap in your pterodactyl panel. It's easy, but some of the places it's a bit hard. So yeah, we're gonna run this command. So we are gonna make new folders and download files. So now if you see, you will see the files, okay, downloading by themselves. So yeah, so now if you see, all the files are being created, the files we were searching for. Okay, so now we are gonna run this command. Okay, so that we get our wing back. So go here and we'll make a new configuration file and then paste this file in our new machine. So nano, paste the path, then slash, it should be config.yml. Yes, it was. Just copy it, those for avoiding spelling mistakes. So done, and now we need to copy this. Okay, and then paste it over here in Control O, enter Control X. Okay, that's done. Now we need to come back to our documentation and see what it's saying. So we have already given SSL for our wing and it should be good. And now we'll do the debug run so that we can check if everything is running. So as I can see, everything is running fine. Okay, over here, let us just check it in the panel just to be on the safe side. And it's running, but the servers will not run because we have not extracted the backup. So we'll just put it offline, okay, for now, and it will go red in some time. See, it's red now. So we need to go back to that path, this path, okay, where the volumes is, and we need to delete the new volume which is created. So we go back to machine 2 and then refresh this path. Okay, as you see, pterodactyl path is here. Then you need to refresh this and go in here. Okay, so the path is already created over here. Okay, what I'm gonna do is we are just gonna take this file, drag it over here, and then unzip it so that everything from there comes in this file over here. So if you want to backup your backup folder also, you can do that too. It's not a big deal. So we're just gonna unzip it over here now. Okay, you can either delete this file because it's having nothing in it, so you can either delete that file or just unzip this file over here. So to unzip this file now, which we have downloaded in our new new panel, the v2 or ZAP 2, so we need to do is we need to do unzip. Okay, type unzip, then space and your file name, it's wing dot zip. Okay, if you see over here in the file explorer, it's wing dot zip. Okay, and then do -d space -d and space this path. Okay, so it will unzip it in this path. So do that and press capital A and then enter. So it will unzip it for you. Okay, I have done the path thing because to ensure it doesn't get unzipped anywhere else. Okay, so as you can see, it's unzipped, and now you can see over here all the files are here. Okay, and now what we can do is we can start the wing fully. Okay, so we are gonna go back to our wing. Before that, we need to change our IPs in the database because it's having the old IPs, right? So we need to change those in our database. So what I'm gonna do is log in our database. Okay, enter, and then we need to run this query to update it. So our panel is panel name only. Okay, this is the database variables, so not WhatsApp, notepad, or we have notepad already. So paste it over here. Okay, old IP, we need to copy it from here. Copy this IP, paste the old IP in here in this space here, old IP, and new IP also over here. Copy ZAP2 and paste it in here, new IP, and we should be good. So copy this, Control A, Control C, come back to your command prompt, paste it, and it has updated 36 rows. Damn. So we need to exit it as it's telling us over here. So exit, enter, and now we need to restart the wing. Okay, so for that we need to come back to our documentation. Okay, and we need to add this service file so that our wing restarts automatically. So nano paste slash and restart wing service, enter, and we need to put this file all the contents of the file. Control O, enter Control X. Okay, and then do enable now. Okay, the wings will restart, and now the wings should be good. So yeah, so now we are gonna do that really quick. Okay, so we come back to our panel. This is our panel and the node is online, and hopefully the server is also online. Otherwise we are doing some troubleshooting in this video also. So it's downloading all the yoke files and those kind of stuff, and the world should be there. Okay, because we have only extracted it over a new machine, so it's downloading it again for the server. If this console works, then it's safe to say that your panel is successfully transferred, because all the server files over here are already there. So yeah, as you can see, they were created on 8th and I'm making the video on 9th. So yeah, it is safe to say that the files were successfully created and copied to the new machine. As you can see, the machine specs also will be the same as your old one, because all the data is just copied from one panel to another panel. So we go back, this is the user, this is all the specs. See, 4 GB RAM, yes, that was right. Come back to startup, and it's a paper server. Yeah, that's good. Let's go back to its server place. Okay, the server is starting initializing all the stuff. I'll just copy the IP and paste it and join the server, and I'll show you. So play, I'm using Fabric because we play on our server on Fabric. And yes, if you have any suggestions for Minecraft plugins or something like that, please let me know. I will be happy to make a video on it. In the first go, the server will not load for me because I have not connected to it when it was created. Okay, so I'm just gonna go here. See, this is the old server, and now we'll paste the new server URL. As you can see, it's pinging, and I will connect to the terrain. Because this is hosted in Germany, it is taking a lot of time for me to connect because I'm staying in India and this is a Germany server, so it will take a lot of time to get connected. So by the time this gets connected, oh, as you can see, it's connected already. Nice. Oh, this will not load for me as long as I change the render distance and my internet is not that great. Okay, so yep, this was it. The migration was successful of the panel and everything worked fine, and hope you liked the video. Okay, one thing I would like to tell you this: the address you see over here is wing.coconutplease.link, right? It is because I just disconnect to avoid sound. So I have added it in my wing, so you can also add it. It's easy. Go in your allocations, okay, and you can just add a domain which is pointed towards this, okay, like IP. So this is your machine IP, right? So you can put it like this is the wing IP only, the domain. So I have directly pointed it towards it and it should be good. So any IP, any domain you can point it to. So I can do is play.coconutplace dot something else, and it will still point towards it. So I'm just going to show you the demo. I'm going to add Coco, okay, turn off proxy because it can cause issues. So this is like coco.coconutplace.link. Then go back to your panel and you can just edit over here Coco, and you can edit over here also because these are allocated for the paper server which I made. Okay, and you just need to restart it. You don't even really need to restart it, I'm just restarting it. So if I just change it, to Coco over here, and it should work. So it's the server is restarting, so it can take some time. So the server has restarted, and as you can see, it's working. So yeah, and also the same IP is getting shown over here, coco.coconutplace.link. So thank you guys for supporting me on this channel. I have seen really good comments, okay, and I like those kind of comments, and your suggestions are really great. This was one of the suggestion and was a video in progress, and finally I have done the video and I feel really good now because the next video is about proxy. Okay, that video is a kind of more detailed video, so I'm just preparing all the documentations and all those kind of things for that video. But yeah, I will try to make the videos simplified for you guys, and I will be bringing more videos about hosting and Minecraft plugins also. So if you have any suggestions, please drop it down in the comment box below, and do like the video, and see you in the next video. Till then, tata, bye bye, and have a nice day.